Welcome to the Lockdown Lowdown. I'm Dev Sahni, and today I'm joined by a man known as the Engine. He's also known as the English welterweight champion. That's right, it's a brand new signing for Queensberry Promotions, and he's on the line with us now. Ekow Essuman. How you doing?
I'm good, thanks, Dev. I'm good, man. How you doing? You good?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. What's going on? We're delighted to have you as part of the team. Tell us a little bit about yourself, former member of Team GB.
Yeah. I'm a former member of Team GB. I boxed in a lot of international tournaments. I've beat people of very good pedigree. I've shared the ring with Ronald Iglesias, double or triple Olympic champion. I've beaten Bogdan Celestiuk, who was a European champion. I've done a lot of things as an amateur, and as a pro, I'm just replicating that. Well, at the beginning of replicating that, obviously, I started off trying to get matches at Midlands level, but fights kept falling through. Then I finally got that English title match. I won the title, defended it to former British champion Tyrone Nurse, and then defended it again to Felix Curtis, an unbeaten prospect in his backyard in London. So I'm ready to move on.
So you've had 13 fights as a pro now, and you
Yeah.
are the English champion. Do you feel like you have now completely adjusted? Because you've been pro now since 2017, is that right?
Yeah, well, since 2016, like December the 1st, but more or less
Yeah.
2017. Um, I've always had kind of like a professional style. My amateur coach Ray Ricketts at Bilborough ABC told me that all the time, and my now professional coach Barrington Brand from DCT used to train me then as well, and he always used to tell me when you turn pro, things are going to change because the way amateur scoring didn't really apply to my style. But when they changed the scoring, then I started getting more success. And obviously, as a pro, adapting to the change of pace was good. I think I've adapted well now, and I've got to that stage where my boxing brain is maturing. I'm doing things without being told to in the corner, without even realizing I'm doing it. So things are coming along.
And your nickname is the Engine. That suggests that people are gonna struggle to sort of outlast you.
Yeah. It got coined whilst I was on GB because they used to say they always used to tell you to start fast, maintain it, and then finish as fast as you can. But they said I was kind of backwards. I'd start warming into it. I get faster in the second, in the third, fourth, and fifth. If it was WSB, I'd be raring to go. I'd be still throwing punches like it was the first round. So they gave me the nickname the Engine.
Oh God, you're going to be a handful for some of these domestic welterweights, I'm sure. Tell me, you've been sort of working in the shadows. Then you've got to 13-0. You've won your
Yeah,
English title. It's all been largely on the small hall circuit. Has that
yeah.
suited you to kind of do your learning away from under the big flashing lights?
Yeah. You know what? Well, it works both ways. I'm at the end of my amateur career. I was used to fighting in really big shows. Even against hostile crowds out abroad, and here in the UK, starting off on small hall shows, it just brought me back to sort of that element of when I was in the amateurs and you in them small hall shows. And yeah, you still get hostile crowds, but it's just kind of compact. And no, it's been good because there hasn't been a lot of footage of me going around. So I bet it's been a nightmare for my opponents to actually try and watch footage of me and try and analyze it, because I'll probably be a very hard fighter to analyze because I never fight the same, and I have a very, not blow my own trumpet, but my boxing brain is a lot better than people make out. I'm not just
Mm.
about the fitness.
It looks like the most notable win is Tyrone Nurse, and Tyrone Nurse gives everyone a hard fight. Was it
Yeah.
was it that win that made you sort of feel, all right, I'm no longer this level, I'm ready to move on?
Not as such. No. We took the Tyrone Nurse fight as a voluntary because we just wanted to send out a message that, like, well, I'll take this as a voluntary because I want to prove myself. I want to move on. I want to go on to bigger matches, and that was the start of the next sort of wave of matches for me. So after that, it was the unbeaten Felix Curtis, and next, it'll just keep on getting bigger and better.
Well, let's talk about next. So you're the English champion. It feels like the natural next thing to target is the British title. The British champion is Chris Jenkins. He's defending against Johnny Garton on the Dubois-Joyce show. Where do you see yourself in that kind of mix? How do you compare to those fighters?
I'm just ready and chomping at the bit to get in the ring with him. I should be. Well, I have been given a chance for a British Eliminator against Liam Taylor, so I've just got my eyes set on that at the moment. And once I get that out the way, then Chris Jenkins or Garton, or I think it's Conor Benn who they have to defend against, can just worry about me after that.
And why should they be worried about you? I mean, this Johnny Garton, Chris Jenkins in particular, these are seasoned veterans. They've seen it all come and go. They've won, they've lost. What can the engine do?
Just the fear of the unknown. They don't know what's about to hit them because they haven't seen anything on me. So when I drop onto the scene, I'll be that villain, just coming to destroy, coming to take what's mine.
And what about Conor Benn? Talk to me about him. I understand you've done some sparring before as well.
Yes. We sparred at GB, and spars are spars. When it comes up to matches, it's a different story. And at GB, I think he still had his learning wheels on, so he's still learning quite a lot. Right now, I think he's improved quite a bit, but I think I would wipe the floor with him in the ring. We did bump into each other once whilst my stablemate, Derek Osazi, who won Ultimate Boxer, just whilst he was boxing there, I bumped into Conor Benn, and we had a little chat about moving forward to the British, and that was interesting. He said he'd fight anyone, and if it makes sense with his team and this and that, then yeah, the fight would get made. But obviously, it's not made sense because never heard a peep out of them afterwards. But just get myself in that mandatory position where no one has a choice and do my thing.
Do you feel as though signing with Frank Warren, Queensberry Promotions, BT Sport, you've got the platform now to really make some noise?
Yeah, definitely. I have the platform to do my thing. I mean, I've been doing it unseen and unheard of for a while. I'm good at what I do. My boxing brain's very much mature. I'm ready to bring it back to the big screen, show people what I'm about now, what I've learned and that.
Who's the best welterweight in the world for you right now then?
Probably right now it would be Errol Spence.
Yeah, you give it to Big Errol. I guess we need to see what he's like, post his ridiculous car accident. We need to see what's going on up there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, interesting. So you're a Nottingham guy. Now, the Nottingham is Cobra Town, but the Cobra doesn't fight anymore. Lee Woods just suffered a loss as well, so his momentum's hit a bit of a snag. Are you the engine to drive big-time boxing back to Nottingham?
I'll bring it back. If it's big fights and people want to come down to Nottingham, I've got all the smoke for them. Plus, we have a wealth of talent and people that will bring a lot of people to big shows. So, Nottingham's the spot, and East Midlands especially, and the Midlands.
Loving your confidence. You sound like you are somewhat of a smoke machine, and anyone can get it anytime. Am I right?
Well, that's what boxing's about. It's prize fighting. We gotta put on a show for the people. Make it worth you pay the money to watch us fight. That's what it's about.
Good man. All right, Ekow. Well, any final words to the fans? What can we expect?
You can expect just maximum violence, as Chris Congo says. Maximum violence, but from the engine's aspect, it's not going to stop. From start to finish, you're done. That's it. Wow.
Look, I'm looking forward to seeing the engine live on BT Sport, on Frank Warren, on Queensberry shows. Thanks for speaking to me today, mate. And yeah, we're all looking forward to seeing you.
All right, cheers. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
That was Ekow, the Engine Essuman. Before we go, let's hear from his new promoter, Frank Warren.
I'm delighted. I mean, he's a decent fighter. There's no doubt about that, and I'm expecting some big things of him in the future. I think all the viewers on BT are going to love him.